Picture this, it's been a while since you got your first camera, and you've taken photos in different situations, inside and outside your home, during trips and during special events, and you're ready to take the next step, getting started with flash photography. But you wonder where to start. If this sounds familiar, you're in the right place, because in this video I'll explain everything you need to know about the different types of flashes and how they differ between themselves. So, let's get started. First of all, let's talk about the two main types of flashes, speedlights and monolights. The speedlights are battery-powered flashes that sit on top of your camera, and chances are that this is the one you think about when you hear the word flash. On the other hand, monolights are flashes commonly used in studios. These are more powerful than speedlights, they can deliver more consistent colors, but they are also heavier, bulkier and more expensive. If you are just starting out, I strongly recommend speedlights, since they are perfect for on-the-go workflows. When making my first choice, I went for speedlights, because while I could use both speedlights and monolights on a studio configuration, when doing event photography it is way more practical to have a flash in your camera. Moving on, let's talk about the differences between cheap and expensive flashes. Generally speaking, when you spend more money on a flash, you get better build quality, more functions, more movements, better menus and such. But the main difference is the amount of power that you'll get, since that will determine the strength of the flash, translating in getting light further and wider, being able to freeze movements or just working faster. Another thing about pricing is choosing the brand of your flash. Your first thought might be to go with the maker of your camera, and that's a good choice because it pretty much guarantees compatibility. So if you have plenty of money to spare, go for it. I don't know about you, but in my case, I don't like burning money, despite liking field photography, so I went with a third party. Flashes made by other companies have the same or even more features at a fraction of the cost. And well, just like there are budget and luxury cars, there are budget and expensive brands of flashes. If you're in a tight budget, brands like Yongnuo are great in terms of price quality. If you have money to spare, Profoto is amongst the greatest brands, used by industry-leading professionals. In my case, after some research, I went with Godox. However, the thing about choosing a third-party system is that you have to make sure that the flash works with your camera before buying. Often they will tell you in the listing, and most manufacturers include this information in the model name. For example, if you shoot with a Canon camera, you buy the flash ending with a C. If you use Nikon, you choose those with an N. S for Sony, F for Fujifilm, and well, you get the idea. The next topic is knowing about TTL. You know how you can set your camera to manual or automatic mode? Well, while all flashes come with a manual mode where you can change your power, some have an automatic function. This is called TTL, meaning through the lens. This mode uses your camera's metering system to calculate the amount of light needed for the shot. This is really useful for events, for example. As a photographer, you know that the difference between getting the shot or not can depend on a split second, so you don't want to miss it because you were changing your flash settings. So having TTL can be the right choice to be more efficient. TTL is one of those features that may not be available on the more inexpensive units, so if you're in a tight budget, think whether or not you need it depending on the price difference. Finally, talking about budget, newer, more expensive speedlights may come with rechargeable batteries that can deliver more power and last longer than the alternative, which is often a set of AA batteries. And while the units running on AA's are generally cheaper than the ones with rechargeable batteries, before purchasing, think about the running cost of constantly replacing the batteries. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with someone who might need it. If you have any further questions, let me know in the comments down below. And subscribe for more photography related videos. I'm Kevin Chairis and I'll see you in the next one.